students. Nivedita Joshi is here taking a topic gametogenesis, and in this we will study spermatogenesis. Though in the gametogenesis, spermatogenesis and oogenesis, both the processes are included, but in this video we will study spermatogenesis majorly. First, we will know what is the gametogenesis. So, it is the process of producing gametes, means in the human beings, testis and ovary. These are the primary sex organs, and testis produces the gamete sperm, whereas the ovary produces eggs. So, this is the process of formation of sperm and ovum. This is called as the gametogenesis. Gametogenesis word itself is giving its meaning. Genesis means to produce, synthesize, means to produce gametes. So the process is gametogenesis. Now I told you that in this video we will majorly study spermatogenesis, means the formation of sperms. So means we are talking of the testis. So you know already in my previous videos I have covered the topic male reproductive system, and there I had explained the structure of testis. So you know very well the testis contains seminiferous tubules, and so seminiferous tubules are lined by the germinal epithelium. So the whole process, this is formation of sperm, this will, and the different stages will go on there only. So since beginning we will study seminiferous tubules. They consist of immature germ cells, and we call those germ cells as spermatogonia. Means spermatogonia are the immature germ cells, and these germ cells will produce the sperms, and this process of formation of sperms is called as spermatogenesis. So the process will begin only at puberty, when an individual will reach, a male individual will reach at puberty, then only the process of spermatogenesis will begin. And one important thing is that it is not a cyclic process, means continuously this process will go on. So all the stages like formation of primary spermatocyte, secondary spermatocyte, then spermatid, spermatozoa, all these stages, this can be seen in the seminiferous tubules. So there the whole process will be going on. And first of all, the spermatogonia, which is present on the inner wall of the seminiferous tubule, will multiply by the mitotic division. Mitotic division, this we have to keep in mind, and this way, this is a stage of multiplication. Means we can call it as multiplication stage, where the spermatogonia multiply. Then some of the spermatogonia, they develop, they grow and get mature and form the primary spermatocyte. So we can call this stage as a growth stage. So here the spermatogonia grow, they enlarge, it means, and becomes the primary spermatocyte. This is very important to keep in mind, that the primary spermatocyte is diploid in nature. It means it contains 46 chromosomes, and this primary spermatocyte will undergo meiosis. As first meiotic division takes place, it leads to formation of two secondary spermatocytes, and these secondary spermatocytes are haploid, means the division of chromosomes, it becomes in the first meiotic division. So means the first meiotic division lead to the formation of two haploid cells, each one containing the 23 chromosomes, means single set of chromosomes, so we will call them as haploid. When second meiotic division takes place, at the end we get the four equal haploid spermatids. So spermatids are formed, and later on the spermatids transformed into sperms, or we can call them as spermatozoa. And this process of transformation means transformation of spermatid to spermatozoa. This is called as the spermiogenesis. And the sperm's head that is embedded in the Sertoli cells, and later on they are released from the seminiferous tubules. In the diagram we can see the Sertoli cells, spermatid, and the different stages. So the sesame is spermatozoa. When we say, it means it is a motile structure, means it is having flagella. This is the schematic representation of spermatogenesis. We can just keep in mind all the stages are shown here. The red one are all spermatogonia, means this is the stage of multiplication where all those red one uh, cells which is shown, they all are spermatogonia, they multiplying. Then they grow to form the primary spermatocyte, and then this purple one, they are the secondary spermatocyte, means one difference is there. Primary spermatocyte is diploid, whereas the secondary spermatocytes are the haploid. And then the spermatids are formed. Here you can see in the diagram that spermatids are non-motile, the green one. They are non-motile, means they don't have any tail. They don't have any flagella. When the transformation occurred, we can call the process as differentiation. So this transformation occurs and then forms the motile spermatozoa. So in the right side, the number of chromosomes are also shown. This is the cross section of the seminiferous tubules. So here we can see the different stages of the sperm. Means how from the spermatogonia the spermatozoas are formed. So you can see here the Sertoli cells are there, primary spermatocytes are also there, secondary spermatocytes, spermatid, and spermatozoa. All the stages uh, are seen here. So this is every stage is shown in this diagram. So this is the section of seminiferous tubule. Now the whole process of spermatogenesis. This spermatogenesis is controlled by the hormones. So there are hormones from the hypothalamus as well as from the anterior pituitary, which controls the whole process. Spermatogenesis, that means. So hypothalamus releases the hormone gonadotropin releasing hormone. Gonadotropin releasing hormone, and this hormone stimulates the anterior pituitary to secrete luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone, that means LH and FSH. So luteinizing hormone, it acts on Leydig cells. LH acts on Leydig cells, and Leydig cells produces or secretes the hormone testosterone, and this testosterone controls the process of spermatogenesis. Whereas follicle stimulating hormone FSH, this acts on Sertoli cells, and the Sertoli cells produces some kind of factors, and these factors stimulates spermiogenesis. So this way, the in the males, The spermatogenesis is controlled by hormones. So this is a diagram as well to keep in mind, a sequence. Now the sperm is formed. The structure of a sperm. I told you that the sperm is a motile structure, and by differentiation only this is formed. And the sperm is composed of head, neck, middle piece and tail. So there is middle piece and the tail, and the whole sperm is enveloped by the plasma membrane. So its head contains two important things. One, it is having the elongated nucleus, and its anterior portion consists of a cap-like structure, a sac-like structure. We call it as a acrosome, and this acrosome is filled with the enzymes, and these enzymes help in dissolving the egg envelopes, means the envelopes of ovum during the fertilization, means the fertilization will go on. Similarly, we can say that time the sperm will enter into the egg, so the uh, envelopes needs to be dissolved, and middle piece is there, and middle piece poses many mitochondria, numerous mitochondria, and this mitochondria, you know very well, it produces the energy, and this energy is required for the mobility of sperm, that is the movement of air. So this is the middle piece, and after this the sperm that is released means from the seminiferous tubules, then they are transported by the accessory ducts. And sperms, they are in a fluid at that fluid is called as the semen. The semen is consisting of secretion from the glands, that we call it collectively, we call it as a seminal plasma, means secretion from the glands. So that seminal plasma plus sperms, this constitute the semen. And this whole function of accessory ducts, that is maintained by the androgen. And here you can see the diagram of the sperm. The sac is there containing the enzyme and elongated nucleus which is having the DNA. A small neck is also there, and then the middle piece and tail. This tail will provide the mobility to the sperm. Now, after going through the whole topic, or you can solve the questions given over here. This is a very short assignment, and all the questions given here, the answers you can have from the topic explained.